And then they have a protest of Robert De Niro yesterday. He's a fool. He's a broken down fool standing out there. And he got maggot. He got maggot yesterday. He got a big dose of it. But I just want to say it's a very unfair trial.
We're all devastated by what's going on in our country. I can't tell you how inspiring it was to see millions of people take to the streets. But we have to do much more.
Non-violent soldier of freedom.
At Defiance, you can join a community of courageous people and find out about other peaceful ways to fight back.
A powerful moral force.
Together, we will defy leaders who govern by stupidity, corruption, and vengeance. Defy attacks on our fellow Americans because of what they believe or where they came from. Take the next step by going to defiance.org to rescue our country and defy being ruled by a mad king.
A cluster of microphones outside a Manhattan courthouse. Sirens in the distance and Robert Niro jaw set telling America what too many people were afraid to say into a live feed. He called the 47th president a clown. He said the man is bent on destroying American democracy. He warned that if he gets in, he will never leave.
Oh, I like what Newsom has done because he's trolled him and he's fought fire with fire, and that's what you have to do. And he called him an invasive species, which is what he is. And so he's not. He's a thing that doesn't understand. Trump does not understand anything about humanity, people. He has no empathy. I don't know what he is, but he's an alien, and he wants to hurt this country. It's something deeply psychological in him. He wants to hurt people. He wants to hurt this country. He doesn't care. And what saddens me the most, upsets me the most, is that people follow him and they think and they kiss his ass and they look up to him. And I don't understand it. I don't understand the people in his cabinet, some of them, Rubio, how they can live with themselves after what they've allowed him to do and not stood up. Even walk out of the room when what they did with Zelensky the first time. Rubio, looking at his face, they got the camera on him. If he had balls, he would have walked out.
No cue cards, no laugh track, just a movie legend using the biggest stage that exists in this country, live television to cut through spin with one of the only things that still lands: plain speech. If you want more moments where the truth walks right past the gatekeepers and speaks directly into the camera, hit like now. So this story travels while it still matters.
In my country, we're fighting like hell for the democracy we once took for granted. And that affects all of us. That affects all of us here because the arts are democratic. Art is inclusive. It brings people together. Like tonight, art looks for truth. Art embraces diversity. And that's why art is a threat. That's why we are a threat to autocrats and fascists.
Subscribe if you support Robert Niro, and write one quality of Niro in the comment you like most. I have watched Niro needle Trump for years, but 2024 was the year it shifted from quips to a mission. That courthouse presser was the tell. No Hollywood gloss, just the city soundtrack and a camera that kept rolling as he connected the dots the way New Yorkers do, fast and blunt.
I mean, he's so blatantly stupid. He's a punk, he's a dog, he's a pig, he's a con, a artist, a mutt who doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't do his homework, doesn't care, thinks he's gaming society, doesn't pay his taxes. He's an idiot. Colin Powell said it best. He's a national disaster. He's an embarrassment to this country. It makes me so angry that this country has gotten to this point, that this fool, this bozo, has wound up where he has.
The words were not pretty, which is exactly why they worked. Live TV rewards. Honesty that sounds like it came from a stomach, not a pollster. You could hear car horns under the sentences. You could see the press scrum tilt closer. The clip played all day because it did not need a narrator to explain the stakes. The actor was not selling a movie. He was telling you what he believed would happen if the country shrugged.
It's about right and wrong, period. The guy's a monster. He is beyond wrong. It's almost like he wants to do the most horrible things that he can think of in order to get a rise out of us. I don't know what it is, but he's been doing it and doing it, and it's scary.
That urgency carried into the chairs where he has always been most dangerous to a fragile ego. Late night and daytime, the places you cannot fully control. When Niro sat across from a network host in March of that year, and the conversation turned to the 47th president, the censors had to work overtime. The profanity got bleeped. The meaning did not. He called the man a malignant narcissist.
Original No Kings protest was 250 years ago. Americans decided they didn't want to live under the rule of King George III. They declared their independence and fought a bloody war for democracy. We've had 2.5 centuries of democracy since then, often challenging, sometimes messy, always essential. And we've fought in 2 world wars to preserve it. Now we have a would-be king who wants to take it away, King Donald I. Fuck that. We're rising up again this time, non-violently, raising our voices to declare no kings. I'm Robert De Niro, asking you to stand up and be counted in the nationwide No Kings protest on October 18th. Visit nokings.org to find, volunteer, or host a protest near you. We're all in this together, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
He said sociopath out loud. He pressed voters to do the one thing bullies hate most: deny them applause on election night. The audience reaction was the soundtrack of a line landing exactly where it was aimed. You do not need a fact sheet to understand why that moment traveled. This was not a panelist hedging through careful language. This was a man too old and too famous to care how many bridges he burns when the cameras are on. A few months later,
we have, I think this might have been the first time he wrote about you. Robert De Niro, a very low IQ individual, has received 2, he spelled 2 wrong, many shots to the head by real boxers in movies. I watched him last night, truly believe he may be punch drunk, and then he says, at the end, he says, "Wake up, punchy," he says to you. And that's not the only time, and he moved over to Truth Social. Robert De Niro, whose acting talents have greatly diminished with his reputation now shot, must even use a teleprompter for his foul and disgusting language. So disrespectful to our country. Now, in all fairness to the former president, is that true? Do you have to use a teleprompter when speaking about President Trump? Or are you able to just kind of riff on your thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's so stupid.
he walked into daytime and the bleeps returned. That is its own kind of evidence. You do not censor a segment because the substance is weak. You censor because the guest refuses to launder his sentences for family hour. He was not hiding behind euphemism. He was trying to wake people up before the next sleepwalk through a choice that will outlive everyone on that set.
The guy is a total monster. And anybody, I don't understand it. I guess they get behind that kind of logic. They want to fuck with people, screw them, because they're unhappy about something. He's such a mean, nasty, hateful person. I never play him as an actor.
The hosts leaned forward. The crowd made that strange sound that is half gasp and half laugh again. The clip spread because daytime is supposed to be safe, and suddenly it sounded like midnight. The truth is Niro has been training for this confrontation in public since long before the courthouse and the bleeps. He practiced first by picking up someone else's face.
The guy is a total monster. And anybody, I don't understand it. I guess they get behind that kind of logic. They want to fuck with people, screw them, because they're unhappy about something. He's such a mean, nasty, hateful person. I never play him as an actor because I can't see any good in him. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing redeemable in him. And we have to, and whoever the people are who want to vote for him, and there look like intelligent people around there, somebody, for some reason, it can't be. It cannot be. If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore. He'll come looking for me. There'll be things that happen that none of us can imagine.